Hi guys, Phil here for another AimHi session. I want to explain something. I've been in bed all morning with a migraine, which I haven't got for years. Uh, this is kind of embarrassing. I just really, really didn't want to cancel this session, even though everything in me was sort of just wanting to wrap my eyes up and bury myself in bed. But we are gonna make this a very, very short session. I'm so sorry. I wish I could make it longer. That's why no capitals. It was just a little joke. I'm sorry I said that, Maddie. But look, I didn't want to lose momentum because I think, if I'm honest, like yesterday was one of my favorite Aim High sessions, and that was because of you and all the suggestions and the great ideas, and you just got me firing. This is going to be so low key. I just wanted to sort of touch base where we're at with the poems and the lines that I've written already, where we're going to go for the future, what's going to happen next week. I hope that's okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. All right, so I'm just gonna share my screen. We did this, just different like ingredients for poems, and we got that for this champagne poem. We got the topic, climate change and agriculture with champagne. Tick. We got our hook, which was using like champagne and like a really celebratory kind of tone and like a toasting kind of thing to talk about it. Tick. And the form we had just was going to be like a repeated refrain. Dick. All right. Now, I want to just like go on really quickly. This is a nice little excerpt. We'll do it another time. Just some of these collected all these great thoughts, and I wanted to maybe just, if this is okay, and look, a lot of love from people, which is lovely. I'm just gonna make it really short, maybe like 5 more minutes. I just wanted to delegate a couple of things. I sort of imagine me like being the controller behind the computer, and all of you going out and on these missions and making stuff happen. So first up, Rebecca Carmen had this idea here. I love it. Rebecca Carmen, are you on the chat right now? Because if you are on the chat, let me know if you're on the chat. And if you are on the chat, can you find a graph that we can use as a model for this poem? Can you find one that we can base it on? So that's the first task. Rebecca Carmen, I really hope she's here. If Rebecca Carmen is not, so much love. We've got this poem by 1 Million Sloths. Sent it in. It's incredible. It's an acrostic poem. I really want to like somehow find a way to get that out to people so that people can see it and you can read it. Like you can read it here, but it's quite long and there's more things to it. So maybe we're going to look into creating a combined Google Doc with everyone here or something like that. So we can collect all of our poems and tasks and can set that for people. So we're going to get on that and we're going to put that on. So, I mean, it goes on. It's really good. It's quite emotional. It's quite angry. I like that it's angry. It's got everything. It's a great topic, a really good hook, and also the structure, the acrostic poem. Really lovely. Also, we got some in from... I'm just scrolling through it. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to be really quick. I wanted to also show you this one here. Actually, I'll show you this one here. This is from Maddie Hay, I think. People often misinterpret phrases. Life is not a gift, but a miracle, for we do not own it. We play equal parts in this intricate system, so we must not bestride, or else we become leeches to our own existence. Now, Maddie is incredible at this thing. She's incredible at the one-liner. So I don't know what's your favorite line from this, but my favorite line is like, people often misinterpret phrases. You did, but that's okay. I think it's really pretty. I think it's really good. I love, or else we become leeches to our own existence. I think we could reword it slightly, like even just leeches to ourselves. I think every poem that we write, we need Maddie Hay to come in there with some one-liners and just beef it up. You also have some great one-liners in this one. Maddie Hay sent me this one as well. I don't know if you can read it. This is the best I could do in like the 5 minutes before I went online. Just send it to my Instagram. There's some really good lines in here. So, like the opening has such a good rhythm to it, lest we forget her might. For when the earth shakes with vigor, skyscrapers plunge towards the depths of her core, whilst pine trees stand proud, resolute. Some great images there. Fantastic. Let me just finish up by saying this. We're gonna go to Google Doc up. So we can put all this stuff here. But for the meantime, please send it to the email address at the contact section for AimHi. Maybe AimHi Live can post that in the comments here. Really great work. I want to be more like effusive and proud and talk about how great it is. I'm just not feeling that well. So please keep sending it in. For our champagne poem, I'm going to have a draft of that for our next session next week. We're going to also be doing the polluted poem idea. And the reason, to come full circle, why I didn't want capital letters in this chat is because I thought what we could do is we could write a really beautiful, pretty poem about the Pacific Ocean. And then once we've got the pretty poem, to smash in capital letters of but phrases or words of things that might be polluting that ocean. And then we're going to pollute our pretty poem and mess it up and insert them in. So if anyone wants to write a really pretty poem, don't worry about making it kind of like, climate justice issue. Just a beautiful praise, pretty poem about the Pacific Ocean. Or any ocean. I say Pacific because that's the ocean I know, but Atlantic Ocean or the ocean in general, please do that now, and send that in. And then if we have a few of them sent in, or we have a really good one, next session, we're going to take that and we're going to like mess it all up and pollute it. I think that's a really good idea. I don't know if, okay, so we've got the email address, team@aimhi.co. Yes, send it there. A few of you follow me on Instagram, which is cool. Do that as well if you want. I'm gonna go now. But if you have any more poem ideas, please send that there. I'll see you next week. We're gonna start a bit earlier next week, so instead of 1 o'clock on Wednesday, we're gonna start at 12 o'clock, so an hour earlier. So midday, 12 o'clock next week. Blessings to you all. Never trust a poet. And over and out. See ya.